Hello, 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 and welcome back to another stream with your favorite streamer of all time. Hi, guys. Happy 2026! Hi, guys. Hey, username. And Sam's here. Dench. Ryan. Thank you. My hair is actually getting redone on Thursday. So, hair should be refreshing the color, but it will get a little trim as well. It's really fucking long and near enough reaches my ass now. But no, I've had this mug for a while. You guys don't really see it very often. It's not my thingy. Thank you for the resub. Yeah, I know. I still have the same fucking cough. It's a remnant from the cold that I got. So remember I had the cold over the New Year, right? It's the remnant of that because you bitch was dumb and didn't have enough rest, and it nearly developed into a chest infection. But it didn't. Was nearly there. Didn't. I was like, because obviously I've been working for like 6 weeks straight at least, probably a bit longer. No real sleeping, of course, because night shifts. And the physical intensity of my night shift job as well means that you need to have like a certain level of ability, right? I had to call out sick because I realized when I went to the first night of my night shift job, right? I went and it near killed me doing it, and I realized I can't do this while I'm still battling the cold that I had. And then when I woke up the next morning, it was like the very beginnings of an infection. Like I could taste the infection brewing, and I was like, nope, we're not pushing myself beyond extremes. This is not what we wish for 2026, even though 2026 is it's already started kind of dramatically for me, so really things could go up. Preferably go up from here. But it's not been too bad. Finally, I'm able to take a break. One of my contracts is finished. And I'm currently looking for something to replace the night shift stuff so that I'm not dying from constant lack of sleep. And hopefully it will not affect any future streams as well, because I've got a few plans in the future which I think some of you guys are going to really like. So I might be doing a 24-hour stream. Well, actually I should probably start it off as a 12-hour stream first rather than 24, but I have plans to do 12-hour 24-hour stream at some point. And actually, I also had a potential plan to stream every single day for a month. I will need to look at my schedule for that. But I had those plans to be like, I would really like to stream more this year. You know, do more. I think I would be fine. I was then, yes. Sam's hit the nail on the head here. Sam has hit the nail on the head. I talk about the lack of sleep I'm currently experiencing because of night shift work, but don't actually do a lot to counteract said sleep deprivation problems. I'm replacing it with something else, such as streaming. This is more enjoyable than physical labor, okay? 10 points. Oh, 10 points only in charisma, Dench? Actually, you know what? That tracks. I'm not the most charismatic person out there. What's my dump? Is my dump stat must be Constitution then? Yeah. Let's make con my dump stat. So then, like, but the strength also needs to be a dump stat because I'm not strong. Your dump track. Ryan, actually, I was supposed to message you, by the way, Ryan, because I had a dream last night that you and Jen were both in it. And I forgot to message you. I was supposed to message you this morning afterwards. Or not this morning, this afternoon when I actually woke up because obviously I was working. Yeah, it wasn't the best of dreams, let's just say. Let's just say I'm grateful that you're here. Let me just say that. But yes, username, I'm trying to find something that's easier to manage long-term wise. I have applied actually to a couple of schemes I'm quite interested in. So this year I'm hoping for more consistent work and money. But I can confirm, because we finally got permission and confirmation and all this stuff, my schedule is changing because I have been cast in a play. I am doing a play in April and I cannot wait. It is a hilarious fucking play. It's very from here. It's very Northern Irish. It's Northern Irish humor. It's Northern Irish kicks. It's all that. It's taking the mick out of certain things in a very Northern Irish way. And I'm very, very, very excited to working on it. I could actually announce I was part of it like a good couple weeks ago, but I have a rule that unless the company themselves start publicly posting about it, I won't say anything. Because things can happen, you can get last minute replaced and all that stuff, but I can absolutely confirm I've been cast in a play and I cannot wait to get stuck into it. My rehearsals at the moment, my meetings and rehearsals at the moment are every single Tuesday, and as we know, Tuesdays are our wonderful Zelda days. I have so many loops, Ryan. Wait until you hear my next story, okay? It's been an eventful couple of months. But yeah, what was I saying? It's scheduled for Tuesdays at the moment, Tuesday evenings, which we all know is our beautiful Zelda time. So I am going to be changing the schedule so it works that way. I'm probably going to adjust it. It'll be starting this week, where I'll probably do Wednesdays and Sundays again instead of Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays. I ideally want to keep it 3 days a week, but because of rehearsals and how it's going to go, we'll probably have to reduce to 2 for the time being. So Zelda is now being moved to Wednesdays, and then Sundays will just be whatever fucking game we decide. Who knows? I do have plans to play Elden Ring this year. That is another plan that I have. But I am actually going to be upgrading a part of my PC. I'm going to be upgrading the GPU, hopefully, soon. And until I upgrade it, we're not going to be playing it. But, let me think. What else? Let's see. I've been casting a play. I do have a gig, a videography gig as a filmmaker, later this year as well. But that's something down the line. Yeah, I'm hoping for a few more meetings for more creative stuff, and I can't fucking wait for it, to be honest. I said last year, 2025, that 2025 was going to be the year of creativity. It was not. It was a year of absolute fucking struggle. I did get one really good thing, which was my place. But 2025 was an interesting, difficult year for an artist, to be honest. But this year, at least I have a couple of confirmed projects, and it's just about keeping on, and I just sort of aim to be making a bit more money, maybe a little more consistency in my work, and hopefully get more projects under my belt. My aim has always been to at least have one project per year. It's a stupid bare minimum, but it's an absolute bare minimum of at least one project per year. Hopefully with this play, I will be able to have a couple of projects this year, which I'll be excited for. But you'll probably start seeing a lot of content related to the play across my social medias over the next couple of months, because we will be making, on Tuesday coming actually, we're going to be making some promotional content for it and stuff. So apologies for those guys who are not in Northern Ireland. You cannot see the fucking play. Sorry. Them's the kicks. But yeah. Them's the kicks. Yeah. Those are my exciting news. At least my year is kind of starting nicely with a confirmed project. I'm actually really happy with that. Ooh. But yeah. Yeah. I hope everyone's New Year's like been really, really good and awesome. Mine's been insane. I know I haven't really been on since like before the new year, but it has been pretty hectic, hasn't it? I do apologize for this spottiness of my attendance on here for like the last 2 months. But work. And yeah, it's really this year's really started with a bang for me, I think. It's insane. Oh shit, one Sam, you got into an accident. Fuck. I hope you're doing okay, buddy. I was gonna say similar, but not really. Okay. I feel like I'm beating around the bush here. So, I have a fun story. I say it's fun story, it's not really a fun story. It's a really fucking scary story. Myself and 2 of my friends, we got followed and attacked, about... What day are we? A week ago, actually, I think? It's been a week now. Yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week. Oh shit, big trucks, small car? Damn. Was it you right? No. Thankfully, none of us... Well, one of us did get slightly injured, but thankfully we're absolutely fine. We're okay. All is fine. It was very scary. It actually happened not too far. In fact, it happened right outside my home. And it was crazy. We have no idea who the person is. No clue. Some fucking hipster dude. It happened after a work do, so we were all out for our work do last week. And then some of us went out to a very well-known gay bar here. Very well-known gay bar, which I've been to before. It was where I got with my ex, so I guess its track record is not positive right now. But we went there. We were all going home at like 3 in the morning. And myself and these two friends, we decided to share a taxi home because at least one of the friends lives very close to me. So we're going near where I live. And this hipster guy, and I call him a hipster because he literally looked like a hipster. He had like the beards and puffer jackets and like a beanie combo thing, and I don't know. I think he had a beanie. But anyway, he jumped in our taxi with us for some fucking reason. The two friends, by the way, were men. The two friends that were with me were men, so they were fine with it, whereas my instincts were going, this is wrong. Came in our taxi with us, and then the taxi driver, bless his wee socks, was a newbie taxi driver, so he couldn't really say anything because the other two were just like, yeah, it's fine. Dropped us off near where I live, and the hipster guy gets out with us. And I watch him walk the opposite direction for a little bit, and I actively clocked it. I literally watch it and go, okay, he's not going our direction. Cool, awesome, amazing. And I make my two friends walk me home. And then as I'm getting closer to my place, I just have this funny feeling. So I turn around, and the hipster guy is following us. And my alarm bells are going full on Kill Bill. Whee! I continue on while my two friends try and stop and ask the boy. I say boy, sorry, the hipster guy. You know, what's up? Where is he going? Sort of thing. And then I finally stop outside one of my neighbor's places because, like, fuck am I stopping outside my own place? That's not happening. And as the hipster guy passes me and my friends catch up with me, we kind of slow down, stop, so that he can walk on and we can get me home. The next thing we know, hipster guy whirls the fuck around and then just starts getting really in my friends' faces, being like, why are you acting so weird? Why are you pulling Avengers type moves? That was so fucking bizarre. Like, what the fuck is wrong? Blah, 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 blah. And was getting really, really aggressive. Like, he was just getting really, like, agitating himself more than anything and getting really in one of my friends' faces in particular. And myself and the other friend were just like, kind of in between, being like, walk the fuck away, walk the fuck away. And, you know, the next thing I know, the guy swings for the friend who's in his face, and he swings for him. Friend ducks, other friend then pushes your guy away, and then the next thing I know, I'm on the phone to the police because it's the first thing that pops in my head to do, which is phone the fucking police. And my friend is on the ground, like in the middle of the road at 3 in the morning in like -3 rev weather where there's ice on the bloody roads and shit, rolling around. The hipster guy literally like tries to pull my friend's hair and things like that. My friend does end up on top, and he did punch the guy in the face a couple of times, so he injured his knuckles doing so. And the other friend just turned around to me and is just like, hold my bag, Tasha, hold my bag, Tasha, hold my bag, Tasha, trying to try and intervene and stuff. And while I'm on the phone to the fucking police. And yeah, finally it stops. It all calms down. Hipster guy gets up, his tail firmly between his fucking legs, and he walks off into the distance. Hilariously, I know in a rough direction where my friend actually lives, So he walks off. I do not move, and I don't get off the phone from the police until he's well out of my sight. And then my friends walk me to my front door, and they get a taxi from my place to my friend, one of the friends' place who's nearby. And then they just like crash there for a couple of days. The other friend just crashes at that place for a couple of days. Yeah. It was very fucking dramatic. Dramatic and traumatic. I did have to do some follow-ups with the police, of course, the next day, because that's what happens. And my friend did technically get assaulted. So that was that. When I finally crawled into bed at like 4 in the morning, I 100% texted my therapist and one of my friends going, "You won't fucking believe what just happened. Like, this is insane." Sadly, there were no security cameras that caught anything. There is one of my neighbors does have like a camera doorbell, but it does not record. It only does live stream. I went and checked like the next day. I asked my neighbor the next day if that, for example, recorded anything, because it was right outside that particular house. But unfortunately it live streams, it doesn't record, which is absolutely fine. I do have security cameras, but they're for my indoor. They're for my indoors. So I have security cameras that only record indoors around my place. And you bet your fucking ass that when I went to bed, I was getting very paranoid and thinking about getting outdoor cameras. But I am also in a very, well, what's the word? There's a lot of both actual traffic and foot traffic around my way. So there is like, and there are traffic cameras nearby that the police can access and stuff if they really wanted to. Like, it's not like it's an unsecure area. It is secure. I have plans to get myself a Ring doorbell, like a doorbell cam, at some point that records. That's always been my plan, because it's for my hearing rather than any security purposes. I do have a bit of paranoia about being secure, and that's partially because of me living independently as a deaf person more than anything, rather than a security thing. But it's something I've talked at length with my therapist about, like, security and things like that. So I will probably invest in more cameras in the future. But yeah, that was a fun New Year's. I was, super stressful. I'm absolutely fine. Unfortunately, not username. And do you know what's hilarious? Is I have what's called farb spray. So I'll actually, let me go grab it here. And Sam, we're going to be playing Zelda. Just FYI. So. Oh. So, in my... shillelaghs are hilarious. In my country, it is illegal to be able to wield a weapon of any kind. And that includes pepper spray. Pepper spray is illegal here, as is, like, carrying anything for defensive purposes. So we can't have, like... There's a thing... that I've seen online where it's like this like stick thing. It's a bit blunted, but it looks a bit like stick thing, and you can use it to like stab someone. I mean, anything could be fucking used as a weapon with enough force, really. But it is illegal here to carry anything that can be wielded as a weapon. Except for pocket knife. The knives are very specific rules here. But I do have this here, which I bought back when I was being harassed by my ex. So you can tell I have a bit of a... My paranoia stems from a lot of things, let's just say. One of them is from being harassed and followed by my ex. So I bought this way back when I was getting harassed, because this is legal here. And you know what's so funny is I did have this in my purse on that night, but I panicked, and the first thing I did was take my phone out to phone the police, because I had to do that the last time I got followed. So yeah. But basically what this is it's a safety keychain is what it is. I carry this with me everywhere, ridiculously. Pepper spray specifically is legal here, but farb spray is not. And actually another suggestion people have is something called, or is like deodorant or hairspray, and using that similar to pepper spray. Because it has a similar stinging effect. Anything that's enough to disorient the other person. But farb spray is a very specific thing. So this is what it is. This is what it is. This is completely legal in this country. And what it is basically paint. But it's a special paint that cannot be washed off. It has to use... it has a special... There's a special thing to be used in order for you to wash it off, is to help identify attackers. DP, yep, that's the other one. Jennifer's right, DP spray is the other one. But this is to help identify, like, the attackers and stuff, because it cannot be washed off by traditional means. It's called farb spray. And just, like, spraying it. I've never sprayed this, and I'm not going to spray it, because, quite frankly, I don't want to lose my fucking deposit. But this is always there, and I did have this on my person on the day. I just wasn't thinking. It did cross my mind. I just wasn't thinking of that. I do have a few other things on here, like mini torch, which I've never turned on in my life. Whee! There's a door handle opener and stylus, which was more for like lockdown than anything. And then these two are great. So this one I keep the wee plastic tab in because I've had one of these before. It's a it's a personal alarm. So you can hit, there's like a button on the side, and when you hit the button, boop, 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 done. This one is multi-tool. So there's one where you get to, it's a helps smash a window. So if you're in, for example, in a car and you're trying to get out of the car, it helps to smash the window. There's also a seatbelt cutter as well in here, in case you get trapped by your seatbelt. And there's also a whistle as well. We have those. But yeah, I bought these, and just carrying it around, to be fair, does make me feel a little bit safer. Even though I didn't use it at the time. But I carry this with me all the time, and it does like help the paranoia a little bit. And I do get told this is not paranoia, this is just staying safe, but yeah, I talk extensively with my therapist about this stuff. It's grand. I don't particularly like pocket knives. But that's just me. Proven paranoia. 100%. Paranoia. Diagnosed. But yes. And Ryan, I have every intention to have like all of the cameras. If I ever get my own house, I'm having multiple cameras outside and multiple cameras inside. That's a non-negotiate. That's like the non-negotiable. I'm having all the cameras. All of the cameras. It's insane. That's cute. I'd just be worried because the rules here are so different. Also, I think carrying a pen everywhere is fine, and wearing heels is weapon enough, to be honest. I mean, has anyone been stabbed by a stiletto? I have. It's really fucking painful. I near broke a toe. Awesome. Do you not like my voice? You suck. Thank you, Danish. Welcome in. It's great crack. I can't wait to get started on it. Yes, I mean the shoe. Oh, that's right. The stiletto weapon. That's the thing I was talking about earlier. The wee Sharpie stick thing. Yes, no, stilettos are illegal here. The shoes are not, but the weapon is. There's a lot of like weapon stuff here that is illegal. It's probably a good thing that I got into fencing, isn't it? I do have my blades, and they're obviously illegal because they're sports rather than actual weapons. To guarantee I'm just gonna keep talking? Fuck yeah. I thought that's what you guys are here for instead of... Or is it just my pretty face that y'all are here for? Huh? Sell a permanent marker with extra thick plastic that doubles as a blunt stiletto. That's cool. That's pretty cool. But I wouldn't be able to use that because if it doubles as a stiletto, that would be illegal here, unfortunately. The company actually that I did buy this off of, they do have, they did showcase like stilettos and stuff in their thing because the company I bought these for, like, here for everything. The company I bought this is UK based, so they're versed in like what's legal. I've actually talked with people who've worked in, like police officers and other people who've worked in security, and they've said that this is a really great wee tool set, as well as gave me a couple of other suggestions like deep heat as well for safety purposes. I do want to have a nice wee chat with a couple of mates of mine who are security consultants, because I'm like, hi guys. Yeah. But that was my New Year's, to be honest. I actually think the flashlight's so cute, but I wouldn't really use them. I see really well in the dark, so it's kind of like, do I need a flashlight? Do I need that? Not really. We just freak other people out. But honestly though, like thinking of safety, and I was talking with my friends about it after the fact as well, and you know, the red flags to me cropped up really fucking early, whereas they didn't really, you know, they didn't really realize something was wrong until actually well after the following. So I remember whenever I mentioned to them that the guy was following us, one of the friends, the one who like busted his knuckle in self-defense, literally said, he's not following us, don't worry. I'm like, no, he is. He 100% is. And it just kind of, like, I've been talking with a few friends and stuff about it since, more female friends than male friends. And one of the biggest things that we've talked about is the difference between how safe we each feel out and about. Like, I clocked well before we got into the taxi that guy was a problem. I clocked well before that guy was weird, because he had approached us and a couple of other people and said something, and basically said that he was going home with a couple of girls who were the lesbians, because we were talking to a couple of lesbians, and really lovely girls, so gorgeous, and we were just chatting with them, and he literally just came up and was like something about going home with the girls, and I remember thinking, red flag. something's weird. Clocked him then, and I just replied, "Aye, right, mate. Just you go home, right? That's fine." But my friends, the guys, they didn't really clock it until like well after. And it was actually one of the guys, and I don't think he remembers this because he was fucking smashed. He did actually say to the guy to get in the cab with us, that he could like go in the front. So it wasn't a case of like, because the guy tried to crawl in the back after me, and I said to him no. And then one of the friends, the drunk one, basically said that he could crawl in the front. I am assuming that he was going our direction. I have no idea where the guy lives. But it wasn't until we were already moving in the cab did the guy ask where the fuck we were going. And already my red flags are all... He didn't even get a second stop. Username. I think it's Sam. I think it's not so much a we can take care of him. It's a problem because the hipster dude was a good, like, not being sizes here, but one of the friends is the same height as me, and the other one is a bit taller. It might be like 5'5" or 5'6". The hipster guy was like a good half a head to a head taller than us, and bigger. Like slightly bigger. So it wasn't I don't think it was a case of like we'll take care of them, which is hilarious because the friend who did all that, you know, whatever, he fully, you know, held his own. Like he absolutely fucking beat the shit, and I don't mean beat the shit, but he actually defended it himself and us really well. But I think it was more of a they didn't see problems with the hipster guy's behavior until it was too late. Whereas I saw problems with the behavior long before they happened. And I think that just talks a little more about, and I'm not trying to bring up this topic or, you know, being sexist or divisive or anything, but it is an inherently women's experience where we flag strange behaviors and suspicious behaviors a lot faster than men do because we have been taught from a young age how to be safe. I have been told since I was about 11 or 12 years old what I have to do to stay safe. You know, the classic of don't go home alone, text your friends locations, updates, or stay on the phone with them if you're absolutely paranoid. Like, all of the ways that a person has to stay safe, I've known since I was like 12 years old, and I think that it is an inherently female experience, I think. I do think, you know, when I've talked a lot about the experiences between my male and my female friends, all of my female friends know exactly what I'm talking about when I say, like, I clocked on this behavior at this point, whereas all of my male friends have said, well, he probably doesn't have those intentions. You know, you're thinking too early, and then they don't clock on to the bad intention until it's essentially way too late. It's the same with, like, the idea of being followed. I have been followed before, so I am a little bit paranoid about people following me. That is a thing that I deal with, and I talk with my therapist on occasion about it as well. But, and, you know, with my friend telling me, you know, oh, it's fine, he's not following us, he's just going the same way. It's not a case of no, it's not. It's just weird, you know. To involve with other people too quickly, never as just. Oh yeah, 100% Ryan. I was so sus, not just because, like, he was by himself. The hipster dude was literally by himself as well. He was I did notice that he was walking around different groups a little bit earlier, but obviously he didn't approach us at the time, so it was like, it's fine. Until we were trying to book the taxi and we were talking with the lesbian couple, and then he randomly just came up to us while we were talking about, we were arguing about the fucking taxi, about getting the taxi home, because I wanted to walk home. Which is a no-no, but I know all of the safe roads, and I know how to get home very safely. And if they walk with me, it's fine. But it also means because I'm quite broke. Taxis are fucking expensive, okay? So my friend paid for the taxi back, but that guy was just acting kind of sus and just looked like he was waiting for something to me. And it could be he was waiting for a taxi, but he wasn't. It was just, he was waiting for something, and the whole behavior to me was very sus from the very get-go. So, yeah. Definitely a sketch about people have a hard time telling people to back off. I would have done in the car hoping. See, if it was just me, I would have been no. Absolutely not. If it was just me. I was very sober, by the way, when this happened. I was very sober at this point. The last drink I had was at like 1 a.m. Very fucking sober at 3 in the morning. And I don't like being around strangers at the best of times. But I'm definitely not going to fucking share a taxi with someone I don't know. Especially where I am. Because I have grown up hearing the horrible stories. I have seen the laws change about taxis because it used to be a thing, like way back in the, it does not happen now, but way back in the day, taxis used to take multiple fares at the same time. So they would pick up like a woman, and then they would pick up a man, and they would go roughly in the same direction, right? And then if the woman comes out first and the man's just like, I'll just get out here, a lot of the times what'll happen is that woman will actually get attacked. And there were multiple instances of this happening way back then. There were also multiple instances of fake taxis picking up women to then attack the women in the taxis. So there's a very specific license plate and license that taxi drivers have to get here in order to drive taxis in this country. And I mean, like, there is a very specific plate. They brought it in like in the mid 2000s, something like that. It was like mid 2000s or the beginning of the 2010s that they brought this in. All official taxi drivers had to have this plate because it was to stop fake taxis from preying on women. But I've grown up with all of that stuff. I have grown up with hearing those stories and seeing the news articles about that stuff. So if it was just me in the taxi, I 100% would have said, no, this is my taxi, go get your own, sort of thing. 110%. But because I was with two friends, and one of the friends said it's fine, I didn't feel like I was in a position to then turn around going, actually, no. You know? Should have listened to my fucking instincts earlier. Thanks, friend. Partially accurate. But I am absolutely fine. Like, grand. It is great. It is grand. I'm good. I know, I think for me it's a big no-no, but it's also the other red flag that cropped up to me in the middle of the ride was that he verified where we were going while the taxi driver was driving. So he had no idea where we were going until we'd already set off. And then confirmed that he was heading in the same direction after hearing that. For all I know, the fucker is actually from the north end of the city or something. And just decided to hop in this taxi for the crack. Like, although that wouldn't make sense because I know where the club we were at is in relation to the city. But yeah, no. I don't know. I don't know the motives. The fact is, he was a really weird man. Strange guy. I wished my neighbor had a recording of it. Genuinely, I'm a wee bit sad about that. Because it would have been nice to kind of plaster it all over social media. As traumatizing as that is, it'd be like, does anyone who this fucker is? You know those posts of like, can we identify this guy, please? I would have liked that because I would have liked to ask the guy why. You know, why? You've just, like, made me paranoid for an extra week now. Thanks for the trauma on top of trauma. Appreciate it. But, yeah, no, it's wild. It's a wild start to the fucking year. Wild fucking start to the year. Did not think that was... And you know what's hilarious as well? I said this to my therapist. I fucking knew something was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. I have zero luck. So I am convinced I am cursed. Convinced I am cursed. I've explained this to everyone. Something always happens every single year to me around Christmas and New Year's. Every fucking year. Except maybe 1 or 2 years. But pretty much every single year, something always happens around Christmas and New Year's time. Always. First time it happened, 2018, was 3 fucking things. I was dealing with a broken foot, a broken nose, and fucking food poisoning at Christmas. In 2018, I broke my foot. No, sorry. I broke my nose in October, then I broke my foot in November, and then I got food poisoning a day before Christmas Eve. I was sick as a dog for that Christmas. It was insane. Then 2019, 2020, pandemic. Okay. 2021, things went to shit. My life imploded in 2021 when I left my ex and he decided it'd be a great time to harass me and slash my tires and follow me. That was great. Then 2022 was actually kind of quiet. I don't really remember what really happened in 2022, I'm not gonna lie. 2023, I caught the flu. I caught the flu the week of Christmas and I couldn't celebrate Christmas. 2024, I thought was a year skipped, but it wasn't because I had to testify at a hearing against my ex about a month before Christmas. And now 2025/26. God damn. The book I could write about my life, everything I've experienced, it's insane. It's insane. You didn't show up to 2022? Fine. I have 3 years, 9 hours, 58 minutes. Yeah, you showed at the beginning of 23. Yeah, that's fine. Username's been here since 23. No, 22 you've been here. You've been here 3 years as well. So you popped up at the beginning of 23 as well. Nice. It's joined around about the same time, actually. Literally, I think about a day's difference. Ha! Nice. Couple of days difference. Yeah, it's miscounting. I don't think it's counted that month properly. Yeah, it's 3 years. The username's been following for 3 years, so both of you joined roughly the same time. Nice! Nice! Well done. Congratulations. You've somehow tolerated this bullshit for 3 years. How does it feel? He's good. I don't know about Sam, but I know that username's here for everything, so you know, I'm cool with that. Brings joy. Love that. I love that for us. I know 3 years of this shit. Tell me about it, Sam. I've dealt with it my whole life. I'm here. I'm here. I'm alive. It's cool. I think at this point I need to go and do a fucking like protection spell or something, or someone do a protection spell for me. At this point I need the magic. At this point I need divine intervention. Of you being bullied or me being bullied? Who's the person being bullied here? Because if I remember correctly, neither of us take each other's shit. Anyway, I should really launch the game now. I think I've chatted enough. Jesus Christ. Been chatting and nattering for like an hour. Fuck. That's, I think, a record for me. Pretty sure that's like a record for me. I just had a lot of fucking talk about, okay? A lot to talk about. What the fuck? Ah, thank you, Sam. What's up? I forgot that that's what that sound is. I've rambled for longer, probably. I'll probably ramble for even longer. I keep this shit up. I'll keep all my bullshit going. Right. I am gonna do this. Man, I was such a baby. I think it was more of a I tried to not swear. That was a great one, Vegas. Hi, honey. I think it was kind of like I tried not to swear, and then it just didn't work out for me. I think I like to think that I have stopped swearing. Not stop, but like, I don't swear as much as I used to, you know? Random. Fucking cures. Exactly. Exactly. Hells yeah, let's do overworld, but we will not shuffle interior. We will shuffle warp and oil and overworld spawns. Actually, I'm not gonna shuffle swim because that was bitch to do. I'm not shuffle freestanding. Shivy. What? Sam, can you reread your sentence because I don't understand? Is that what, are you sure? Hi! Welcome in! Oh god, I got the door! Oh shit! Oh no, I don't think that works right now. I had a dedicated raid screen for this! Oh shit! Hi guys! Welcome in from Hylian Gamer Cat and Kit plays Kit Hylian Gamer. Holy shit, guys. Welcome in. And yes, I have a logon thing, so that's going off nuts right now. Hi. Welcome in. How's it going? My name is Tasha. You can call me Tasha, her, that bitch right there, whatever takes your fancy. I am a Northern Irish streamer, content creator, actor, all things creative, I guess you could say. And, yeah. Hi. Welcome in, that's crazy. Hi, guys. If you want to raid and run, go get yourself some water, food, whatever. So good to see yous. Thank you for coming in and thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, Sam calls me annoying. That's something that he does, but that's a Sam thing more than anything. But yeah, bitch is also agreeable. You call me a cutie? I feel like I'm cool with that. I sometimes get called cutie, and if you have the uwu attached to it, well, there is the uwu girl vibes somewhere lurking. I do have an uwu clip somewhere. Should really make that a redeem. Should I? Stop it, Tasha. You're getting bad uwu thoughts. Stop. Bad. You do! I feel like I need to set off my uwu redeem. So you will love this, Cat. I'm gonna call you Cat, and then there's Kate in the background, who's an adorable wee babe. Love her. I must check you out, because if you're also a Hylian Gamer Cat, we unite in Hyrule. But I did a uwu themed stream like a good year or so. Was it a year ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago? Oh, there we go. Thank you, Michael. This is my uwu overlay as a throwback to when I did the uwu stream. There's so many sounds going off right now. It's insane. But I did, and oh my god, the hot sauce incident. Holy shit, I forgot about that, Vegas. I should really, should I make a clip redeem thing where the two most popular clips should be a redeem? I feel like I should. Where is I have not cleaned my apartment, so I have mess everywhere. I cannot find my notebook. Hang on. Thank you! I love the cherry. The cherry blossoms was my big theme for the uwu stream. I also dressed up by the way, cat. So this is my natural state. You're seeing me and witnessing me in my natural state, which is a mess, but we're cool with that. We're a comfy mess. I was in pink, and I hate the color pink, but I was in pink, and it was hilarious. I'll probably do that. I'll do that redeem. But yes, cat, go eat. Go have your dinner. Go get your din-dins. Go eat. Go enjoy your food. Thank you so much for the raid and the follow as well. Go eat. Whenever you get a big and yes, in my natural habitat, I realized at this point I should just be wearing my sloth onesie. I probably should have just worn my sloth onesie. Genuinely. I should have started this year in my sloth onesie. Also, hey Michael, how's it going? But, oh my gosh, Kate, this is true. We, us Hylians, we definitely gotta stick together. 110%. I hope you're doing good. Last time I'd seen you were doing some old school Zelda. No, you were doing a challenge in one of the Zeldas last time I'd seen you. But it wasn't like... You did some stuff with Breath of the Wild. And I'd seen you playing one of the other 2D-ish Zeldas, I think. My brain be fuzzy. So hang on. Clip redeems. And we specifically want the Uwu redeem and the hot sauce incident? Okay. Okay, well, I do know those are some of the most memorable on stream. The most memorable on stream things. They really were. What days? What days? But anyway, hope you enjoy, guys. I'm supposed to have a screen for my raids. I've just not finished setting it up. Yeah, girl's been busy. I'm sure if you try to shave your chest, it's a nightmare. Just, invest in a good razor. And moisturize. You're good. You can't make yourself... The hot sauce was hilarious for everyone. So Kate, I'm planning on doing Usual Shuffle. This is a different ship. I think this is one of my most recent downloads, but I don't think it's got... It doesn't have any of the Christmas stuff on it. This is the other one. The normal one. So I usually do Shuffle Worlds. I usually keep things open because I'm like running around like a headless bitch. Shuffle drops, shuffle entrances. I usually shuffle in a bunch of items. I do not like pots and dungeons, but that does mean I have to go into Dumpe's grave for his pots. Annoyingly. It's not his freestandings, but yes, his pots. So I don't think I shuffled those. Where is it? Hang on. It is here. It is here. Here we go. Shuffle pots overworld. But shuffle freestanding should be off. Yep. Cool. I do like keyrings. That's mine. Wait, no, that should be anywhere. Boss key shuffle. Anywhere. That'll stay vanilla. Small key shuffle. I like anywhere as well. But maps I always start with. I can't be arsed. Dealing with that. So, anywhere you can get any of the stuff. Any place. So, like, maybe I'll find it in Lon Lon. I always do big pose to 10 because I can never be fucked with shit. Ooh, I'll actually keep it to 0. I never skip Child Zealot because I really like the stealthy section. I will always skip upon a race. I'll always complete that, and I will always skip Scarecrow Song. So that basically means all I have to do is pull out the Ocarina and summon him, just because it's so much easier. I don't typically touch the traps because that's that. I will always get those. Give me all the hints, please. I don't do horseback. I do need to turn that off, actually. I actually quite like infinite upgrades. That's something that's in ship that I really enjoy. I always choose blue fire and always fill wallet. Okay, locations. So this excludes specific locations. There's a couple of locations I refuse to do because I despise doing those locations. So that's fine. Sacred Forest Meadow is fine. Hyrule Field is fine. Lake Hylia was fine. Gerudo Valley was fine. Horseback riding is bye-bye. I think I forgot to do that last time. That's the only one there. Haunted Wasteland was fine. Desert Colossus was fine. Hyrule Market. I always do the second prize. That's just because I can't be arsed doing it again. It's more pure laziness than I hate the thing. More than anything. Hyrule Castle. It's fine. Kakariko Village is the skull. 40 and 50 will be taken out. And 100, because like fuck, I'm doing skull hunts. Graveyard Dampe, his grave digging, and his freestanding, because the race you have to complete that in under a minute in order to get it, and I can't be arsed with that shit. Death Mountain Trail is fine. Goron City is fine. DMC Volcano, because I can never be arsed with it. The others are usually fine. Zora's River. I get rid of the Ocarina game. Because it's bitch. Zora's Domain is fine. Zora's Fountain is fine. Lonon's fine. Deku Tree is fine. DC is fine. Jabu's Belly is also fine. Forest Temple is fine. There is one room that I usually don't get, but it's one of those rooms that you can easily forget. Fire Temple is the annoying one because it's the highest Goron chest, but it's also the Megaton Hammer chest that I don't like. So those are the two absolute highest points in the Fire Temple. So the first one is the one that leads you to the Megaton Hammer, which I hate. Hate it so much. And the highest Goron chest is literally the same thing. It's the highest Goron chest. It takes you all the way up to the very fucking top. It's a bitch to do. I do not like doing those. Trying to remember the other ones here. I pretty much do the rest okay. Water Temple is just a whole bitch in and of itself. But I don't touch it because it's... I try and avoid Water Temple as best as I can, but you know. Spirit is pretty fine. As far as I remember. Shadow is the same. Shadow's just a bitch to do, but it's doable. Bottom of the Well is absolutely fine. Ice Cavern is absolutely fine. GTG is fine. I've actually never gotten the underwater one. I think I've actually only ever gotten the underwater silver rupee chest once in the entire time I've ever played. Random. I've almost never needed to go into the underwater room. It's not a bitch to do, it's just the chances of me needing to do it are very small. And I almost never ever do the Ganon's castle because I always turn the trials off. Because I don't like doing the trials, okay. But as far as I know, everything else is fine. I think that's it. I have turned off the gold and I have turned off horseback. Horseback, the gold, skulls, and the fire temple are like the biggest no-nos to me. And I mean like the biggest. Can't be dealing with those. Can't be dealing with that shit. Okay, this is the tricks and glitches. I'm not touching that because it's gonna take a while. Alright. There we go. There we go. I do want the item tracker. Do I want Gregon? Wait, did I do boss souls? I don't think I did boss souls. Wait, I don't need overworld keys because I haven't touched that. Wait, did I turn on? Did I turn it on? I don't remember. Oh shit. Where is it? Oh, here. Yes, fuck. On and Ganon. That's it. There we go. Yep, there we go. That's it. I like boss souls also, so there we go. Nighttime, pool. Don't be appears all night. Exit. Autosave. Both. There is time savers somewhere. Ah, yes. Skip intro. Skip. 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 I don't mind the 1 point cutscenes. Skip all interactions. I don't know about miscellaneous. That's fine, I'm sure. Skip that. Skip Tar escape every fucking time. That's fine. I think the rest of it's fine. But I do increase the speed for a lot of things. King Zora, for example, needs to shuffle faster. Okay, this is to do with graphics, which I don't typically touch. He has to move faster! He's such a slow fucker! Such a slow fucker! Oh, yes, this is the masks. I also really like trying to get the buddy hood as as early as possible, but you can only get it after you get Weird Egg. And I will say, the last couple of runs I've had, I've never had to get Weird Egg. I've had to deal with it excruciatingly slow. Excruciatingly slow. Ah! It's fine. I don't think I've ever done the fixes, but I do red cannon blood. I'm not put it on today actually, because like I've forgotten what the original used to look like. And that's oh yeah, I forgot about this. Bonk damage. I'm so bad. So bad at that. When was the last time you were here? I think the last time you were here, Sam, was probably one of the special streams. I think it was one of the special streams. I think. That's cheats. Cosmetic. Fucking random. Audio. Random. Hells to the air. One thing I do want to stick on here actually is for the item tracker. Is we have, yeah. Oh, it's Shadow Temple music! No, you were definitely here after the Goth stream. Goth stream was one of the previous streams you did pop in and say hi. I'm trying to remember. When did you pop in? You popped in like 2 months ago. Before everything went crazy on me. I'm pretty sure. And then... there we go. My entrance tracker. Right, I think that's everything. I don't think I need anything else. So, let's start. Of course, it's the fucking screams. Alright, start. Is this boding well, kid? Does this bode well for us? Do we know? Let's call us Boop. It's been a while since I've been Boop. This is horrifying. Okay, we're starting with... oh. Do you know what? I'm actually okay with where we're starting off with. Okay. 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 Lake Hylia is our child spawn point. That's not terrible. I will get you in a minute. I want to figure out... actually, you know what? Yeah, let's figure out where you drop me. Do 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 do. Hi, Gabby. Money, money. Oh, I don't like the pickup sound. Sounds like shots. Oh, bottom of the well. Okay. Jabu leads to bottom of the well. Amazing. Good to know. I have no items right now, so let's fucking go. Okay. Takes us here. Okay. 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 Hang on. There's a way to do this without accidentally... Fucking man. Got it. And it was a shitty item. I do some parkour shit, and I get a shit item out of it. Fuck that. So I'm wearing pink. Do 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 do. That music is too peppy. Run. No. No one does. No one appreciates the absolute legendariness that I am. I don't even think that's a word, but still, we're gonna use it. There is a way to do this and make it to the other one for here. We're gonna find out if I can do it. We're gonna find out. My god, yes! I can get both of them at the same run. Awesome. Hi, bye, dream. Hook shot? Fuck yeah. Hang on. Text is so slow. Oh, where is it? Text speed. Hurry the fuck up. Text speed needs to be faster. Early hook shot does not happen to me. Ever. I'm okay with that. I mean, we can't use it, but... Oh, hang on. We have Ganon's soul? Apparently we have Ganon's soul. Apparently we already found Ganon's soul. I don't understand that. Why do I already have Ganon's soul? Did I generate the seed properly? Did I do this right? Did I? Oh yeah. Anna and Ganon will also hide Ganon and Ganondorf behind a ball soul. Okay, yeah, so I must have picked it up. It must have been the item given to me. Or something equally stupid. There was a setting that I had on where... Oh, Shadow is Megaton? Okay. There was a setting where anytime that I would say hi to the stones, the gossip stones, they would attack you. It was wild. It's a wild time. Ah, definitely not. It's shite. Okay. Let's see where lab takes us. I love a wee shot. Oh, wait, hang on. Some of them won't be shuffled because they're important. Did I shuffle interiors? Or is it just overworld? I shuffled just overworld, didn't I? Ah, I didn't shuffle interiors. Fucking hell. Whoops! Oh well. We're doing that. Never mind. I forgot I shuffled and didn't shuffle into yours. So everything's vanilla. Except for the overworld. That's still fishing pond. I have money, I can do fishing. Thank God for money. See, money does fucking solve problems, doesn't it? If only I was a rich bitch. Would be nice to be a rich bitch, wouldn't it? Roll in the dough. I do not have a rumble pack. But I will listen to your bullshit regardless. Now there is one fish that is the biggest of the lot, and he's like right in that direction. There it is. That's the big boy. There we go. You fucking shite. Oh, wait, I didn't stick on the quit. Bitch. I remember this one time I accidentally quit, and then because I was smashing the buttons so much, I quit fishing, and then I paid to fish again immediately. And then I did it all again. And it was annoying as shit. The audio sounds aggressive, doesn't it? That was Ganon's power-up sound, followed by the gunshot. What the fuck? Arrows in Lake Hylia. Nocturne is Zora's domain. Baronade fears Deku Nuts. And, well, at least we know Windmill Edge is rubbish. It's good to know. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Okay, CAC, GTG, and DMT. Okay. So I will need to get bombs. Wait, how did I get injured? Ooh! What did I do? I'm so confused. What checks are those? Well, one's the Master Sword check, but what's the other one? Wait, what? Receive a Goron tunic from Zelda and learn a bug bottle. Yeah, I really won't need that. Oh, hang on. I should really check where the rest of the medallions are. Also, one of the things about the completing the dungeons thing in this, if you're doing the Rainbow Bridge requirement, this is something I've noticed. It's a case of, like, you don't actually need to complete the dungeon, you just need the medallions. Because medallions mark as, like, a dungeon completion, right? So if you collect, because I need to complete 4 dungeons in order to get the Rainbow Bridge, if you collect 4 medallions. Basically the same thing, isn't it? Fire Temple, Spirit Temple, my pocket. Oh, DMT. Spirits in Ganon's castle, okay. Fire Temple is meh. At least it's not the fucking Water Temple. And I do need to find the key. Normally I have Ganon's castle open, so that as soon as I get the Master Sword, the bow, and the light arrows, I can go straight there. But I think it's just easier. Just realized this is very closed circuit. I'm not sure I can go anywhere. I'm really not sure if I can go anywhere at this point. I do have hookshot, but that's about it. I didn't shuffle that. I just do this to get rid of the check more than anything. Oh, you suck. I don't think I can leave. This is concerning. Actually, one thing I've just realized, I'm an adult, so I can probably check the spawn spot for the adults. That is a spawn spot. Holy shit. What? Oh my god. What? That is some fucking spawn spot. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's probably one of the most insane spawn spots I've ever come across in my life. Something. The fuck? I mean, it makes it a bit easier for us. It makes it a bit easier for us in the end game. Okay, that's fine. We're not, like, locked in. Okay, Green Rupees, Haunted Wasteland. But one bonus of having shuffled... Sorry, of having not shuffled interiors is this room. I can guarantee this room's here. Okay, I think there is... That's a questionable fucking sound now. I don't think the skull. I think the skull is Child Link. There is one pot in our house. Useless. Ow. There's the shop over there. I really should have shoveled interiors again. Okay, that's it. There's not really anything left, to be honest, as an adult to check. And Kikiri is that up there. We need to collect the gold skulls until it says otherwise. The twins' house. Fucking. Almost sounds horror-ish from all of the fucking screams that are happening. Bit wild, isn't it? Shadow? Okay. We do not have a weapon. We cannot beat this. Okay. I will go out the normal way. See where it takes me. Ow, dick. Shouldn't have wasted my fucking nut on that. Ooh. Lost Woods! Sacred Forest Meadow entrance. Okay, okay. Okay, this isn't actually terrible. It might be though, actually, because, Mido will be blocking part of it. There is you. Right here, up top somewhere. See, Mido will be blocking that, so we go out this way. Oh, hello. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Damn it, I did not mean to do that. Beans! Beans is a good thing because now we can do the pads. Girl, stop sounding so questionable. Stone of Agony, okay. I should probably get rid of that. Song! Oh, trap. Damn it. Okay. Ooh! Awesome! Okay, we can dive now, so we can do that one fucking trick in Lake Hylia as a child. If we ever figure out how to get the fuck back there. What is that? That is a heart piece? No, not even. I think that's a rescue heart. It is a rescue heart. It is meaningless to me. And there's 2 grottos over here. It could be looked at. One we can check, the other we can't because we don't have bombs. Or hammer. Which sucks, but is what it is. I should have fucking shoveled skulls in. Okay, fortress has a red key. Cool. Do 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 do. I have hopes to upgrade my GPU soon. I got some money for Christmas, so I decided I'm going to treat myself. Because I fucking deserve it. So one, I'm getting my hair done, and also I'm treating myself to a GPU upgrade because my PC fucking needs it. I have found one that I can afford, which is great. And it's an upgrade. It's one of the 50 series. It's a massive upgrade than what I have. So I mean, like, when I say that I look at shit, I look at shit. I go to fucking articles. I look at the user benchmarks, things like that, and I even check its compatibility with what I currently use. I already know that because of the upgrade, there is going to be a bit of a bottleneck issue with my CPU. However, the hope is that I will be able to resolve that at some point in the future by also upgrading everything else. There's a hope that if I do, in fact, there's a placement I'm really hoping to get, and I do mean placement, it's a company placement for editing. I've applied for it, and if I get that, I will get more money. I will have to work a lot more, but I'm okay with that because I want to learn. I want to do this placement so badly, but we shall see. I don't think I'll get it, but eh. I will come back to you because I feel like if I go through that, I'm not gonna end up in where I want to be. But the hope is at the end of this year I'll have not only an upgraded PC, but maybe even a few other things upgraded. But that's completely dependent on whether or not my career's prospects are improving this year. There's always hope. Fuck off. Fuck off. But I am treating myself to a wee GPU upgrade, and I hope that means that we can play other games I'm not able to play in my current setup. My god, why are you so slow? Bullshit. Bullshit. Oh shit! The emerald? Damn. Okay. I am looking forward to treating myself, I'm not gonna lie. I really am. I have not really pampered myself in a while. I'm really hoping that my job prospect stuff changes in like at least next month, because the night shift thing is fucking killing me. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the next month goes. I'm taking like the next week off to just chill, relax, catch up on sleep, things like that. But I'm also planning on a few meetings. I'll probably plan for the new schedule and do some planning for some fun stuff this year in terms of streaming content and things like that as well. So I'm really hoping that 2026 is the year where I get shit done. Okay, bombs. Ugh. How do you? 20. Bomb bag! Okay. That's 40. So you are the 31. Green rupee. Okay, so 20 is really the only useful one. That's fine. You can still collect 20 skulls. There is pots somewhere. There's pots as a kid. No. Okay. Go say hi to your man. I'll do it the other way because of your guy up top in the watchtower. There's two ways to get to the guy on the roof. There's the usual way, which is I always go up in the watchtower as a kid and do it there because you can do it as a kid. Fuck yes, Master Sword. Hell to the fuck yes. Don't need this possessive skill, but we will get it. Yes! 2 pieces of heart on the golden scale. Fuck yeah. Okay, we now have a weapon. We also have the shield, so, you know. But I can't use that as an adult. Oh well. So the thing that I have for where is it? There is something that I usually turn on that does. Where is it? equipment. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Do you know what? I've never tried that. Never tried that. But I'll put that on. Like I've never ever tried like doing time travel with a Song of Time, but I want to add a little bit of Majora's Mask to this. There is a thing in here. Yeah, this. I always stick those two on. They're cheats, but who fuckers? Just make things a little bit easier. On me. Okay. Nothing useful. Your pots. Right. Did I get this again? Right, hang on. There's a way to do this. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've done it this way. I don't usually do it this way. Ah, fuck it. Fuck it, bucket. I just don't want to keep hearing fucking Link screaming, okay? That's all it is. I just do not want to hear Link scream. There's a way to do it there, but I can't for the life of me get the fucking angles, so we're just gonna... I hate you. Gonna have to. Because you can't, it's not hookable. I've done it before. Why is it not? There we go. Fuck. Just took me a little bit of trying and patience, I guess. Alright, and then... Damn it! That was my own fault, that one. Did not aim well. Go, got it. There we go. Happy days, finally got him. Even though you gave me a shit item. Yeah, dick. Dick. Okay, Ganon's castle's foolish, so that fairy fountain's probably junk. I'm okay with that. Is there... Hang on, I think what Granny has is shuffled. I want the ultimate potion. I just want fucking... something, you know, better. Okay. Honestly, I'm convinced this is like a vibe of the horror stream just in here because these sound effects are horror game-esque at this point. Haunted Wasteland? Wow. Okay, I do not have the items right now for Haunted Wasteland. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Weird egg! Fuck yes! Okay, that means we can now... we find... Gavin's castle as a kid. We can, in fact, do Weird Egg then. And we'll be able to access more. Okay, let's see where the fire temple leads us to. Spirit temple, we need the Goron bracelets though to be able to do that. At least. Might need the silver gauntlets, but we definitely need the Goron bracelets because of the specific check it asks for. You can always do the Goron statue without any strength upgrades, but that's just because the game assumes, and I say this every single time this comes up, but the game assumes that you already have that when you do that. So it doesn't request the check. Oh no, if I get stuck I gotta reset my game? Oh shit. It's like, you know, every game ever. Rupee. What is this? Not even. Throw me in jail, please. Thank you. They look so pretty. It's a beautiful tunics. Oh, this is the kitchen. Ooh. I forgot about that. Oh, I think it's the kitchen. No idea where I'm going, to be honest. It's the only way username to get out of the weird place I was in. I swear. I'm also back in my jail. That is my jail. Okay. It's actually kind of funny. Do it this way. I'll probably get caught and put jail again. Yeah. I will say though, their outfits are on fire today. Stunning, ladies. There we go. I will have to find the Gerudo card though, because that's gonna be somewhere. Oh, okay. Nice. Alright, there's Mino. That should lead us straight back to thingy-majingy. There is I don't know if the scrub is still here. I don't think so. I think the scrub's gone. Scrub is gone. Lon Lon is on the right of the hero. We need to find Lon Lon first. Wait, where did that take me to again? Took me there, that's right. Don't need to go there anymore. We'll go back to the river. Because I don't know the skip for Mido. I know it, but it's hard to do. This I wasn't expecting. Ooh, strength upgrade. Okay. 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 Fire. I just don't have it as of yet. So, excuse me. We could probably check where DC leads us to, because it should be open as an adult. It is. GTG? Not gonna lie, I was not expecting that. It's gonna be a bit trash. Can't see any. Yeah, you can climb through the ceiling there. Gives you a chest. There's all sorts of hidden shit in this game. I need bombs. I'm useless without bombs right now. No, actually. Actually, no. Because I can go to Lake Hylia here. Because I have Weird Egg. Right. I also will not be able to backtrack. At all. And a thing where you randomly push against walls trying to find hidden power-ups. Really? That's interesting. See, I love like little hidden things in games and stuff, and I'm absolutely the type of person that can miss like little stuff here and there. Like, I've played this game for years and there's still things that crops up that I never knew like existed in the game. Like, I'm pretty sure it was only a couple of months ago where I learnt about another grotto that existed in this game. Which is wild to me. Well, I've got slingshot, so I can do some lost wood checks as well. That's always good. I can do Zelda if I can find Hyrule Castle. That's a big if. Because I'm not sure how to get there as a child. I'm gonna find out. But there are some things I can do as a kid. Before doing anything else. Ew. Get this check over here. Only have hookshot. There is a check I can do as an adult, but it's really tricky to do with just the hookshot. It's easier to do with the long shot. Gonna check where Lake Hylia exit takes me. I think it's the London Ranch exit that I need. I can hear them! Hi, boys. Okay, I can do the Richard check. Hang on. Let me go get Richard. Hey, Richard, let's go. I also check the bomb chew shop down here. Yeah. Richard, that was not enough of a reward, for fuck's sake. Nice. Alright, let me see. Fucking fish. Fucking... I'm Mikey! Honestly, the hoodie era goes hard. Here, I be fucking tired. I literally have my hood up permanently now. Just chilling in my house. Take this! Oh, hi, Dumpy. Oh, you'd think. Apparently true love and all that bullshit. Go. Then the only other... I need a song for the other one. I need songs for both the other ones. But it's been a while, Mikey. How you been keeping? Hope you've been well. Hey, girl. Oh, is this? Oh, this is the closest side of Haunted Wasteland. Okay, okay, good to know. I need it to be daylight right now. Oh, same, buddy. Same. I have also been working insanely for the last while or so. Finally giving myself some time off. Also not really getting the whole fucking stack of cash. Wish I was. Wish I was a rich bitch. I'm not. Also, I love that. That little green bit on the side, that's the screen running out. There is no information to input there, so it's green. You'd be a problem? No, mate. You would not be a problem. You would be fine. I don't know. I don't think I would be insufferable if I was rich, but it would solve a lot of my problems right now. Let's just say. I need it to be daylight right now. God, these guys is aim so. Oh, getting a lot of land avoid. See, I love the city, so I probably would get land, but I would also get like enough land that both my friends would be able to build their own places on said land. We just have like our little own community. That's the rich I want to be. Just in a state of my friends. Literally. It's actually something we've talked about before. We myself and my best friends, we've actually talked about, like, if one of us got rich, we would just literally buy out, like, an estate and live together in, like, the estate area and be neighbors for each other. It'd be so much fun. So much fun. Right, not yet. Not like council estate, but just like a residential area. So when I mean like estate, I mean like residential. Greg! We'd literally be like neighbors, essentially. There's a friend of mine, and I just cannot wait until she comes back to live in the same city as me. She lives like 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away, which saddens the life out of me. But it is what it is. And I hope that she comes back soon enough. Woo! Shitty prize. Buff. Pro gamer moves. Okay. Alright, where does this take me again? Oh yes, it takes me here. Not somewhere I need right now. Okay. Okay. I need... That takes me to the wasteland. So, I need to go back this way. Might have to pro gamer it all the way over to Kiri. Actually, there's a grotto over here I can check. They say Bonga Bonga really eats the gold. He's not the only fucking one. I really hate the fucking gold. I mean, like, I despise it, right? It's pro gamer, this shit. There is... I believe... Here you, and we go that way. Look at that. Pro gamer moves. Oh wow, I have a funny feeling I need to go this way. See, I'm trying to do this on memory. I'm trying not to look at the entrance tracker as much as possible. Yeah, Market's on the way of the hero, no fucking shit. trying to finish the market. Get all the dough. Alright, there's the bean merchant there that I can have a wee chat with. Hells yeah. Give me a song. Ooh, there we go. There we go. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yes. Yeah, looks like a bag. Looks like it's bomb bag. Oh, boomerang! Fuck yes. Okay, got bombs and got boomerang. And lullaby, Fabo. Amazing. I do need a weapon though. Stop! Light arrows? Trap. Got me. Dick. That was a key? Yeah. Water temple key. I don't think I need to go in the water temple. Plenty of rupees. That's a boss key. Spirit temple. I think that's not upgrade. Ooh, that is Furor's Wind. Blah 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 blah. A lot of them must be in pots or something then. This is crazy. Another not upgrade. Was that a soul I just spotted, or was that blue fire? Oh, iron boots! Oh, it's blue fire. Boots. That's a decent find, actually, because boots are needed. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Not bad. We find lost woods. We can probably go back. I was literally just talking about lost woods. Holy shit. Wait, forgetting this leads me here. That's actually okay because now that means we can do the... Oh, okay. We can do the shooting check. can't do the Ocarina checks yet. I might be able to find out where I'm going. Actually, I can check the grottos as well. Bombs! Yep. Okay, let me check the grottos here. Okay, Explora. Yeah, I literally just found Zelda's Lullaby. In the pot room. Of all places. Okay. It might be Sacred Forest Meadow. Then I need to check. I really should have shuffled the scrubs. Definitely should have shuffled the scrubs. And this is the last one. Check this grotto, and then I will check the Sacred Forest Meadow entrance, which is right there. We are taking care of our eyes, okay? Eye protection is super important here, just as much as hearing protection. This way. Yes, actually, it is here that we need to end up. There's a couple of checks in here that we can do. Actually, it's nighttime, so we can get the gold skull around here. That I can hear. Whoop. It's not supposed to stand that close. So close to the castle, I can feel it! Ah. Okay, that's that check done. One of the Twitch streamers with building signs. They didn't use eye protection? Are you serious? Ugh. It's a given. If you're making something like that. Oh my god, a splinter in the eye. That grosses the shit out of me. That's disgusting. God. Like, once I get to proper, like, metalwork stuff, I'm buying eye protection because I'm sorry. The amount of accidents that can happen in any sort of, like, crafting stuff is insane. Fuck no. But I will say, though, like, you can literally get anything from anywhere. It's so dumb. My brother was a numpty when we were younger, and he slept on a leather couch, and this is one of the reasons why I swear against leather couches. I do not like leather sofas whatsoever. I prefer like cotton material sofas, right? What was in Deku Tree again? I don't remember. I think it's Shadow. But he was sleeping on our level sofa, which, by the way, was like old. He woke up the next morning and a tiny bit of leather had actually flaked off, and he'd rubbed it into his eye. And what ended up happening is he ended up scratching his eye trying to get it out. And he had to go to like the optometrist, like the specialist eye people, to like get it out, and he had to use like a cream and stuff for ages because like it actually like made a very tiny dent in his eyeball. It just would not move. It properly like stuck itself in there. And he also is not a fan of leather couches anymore. Understandably. But yeah, like so many things could go wrong. Yes, I find it. I find it. Ophthalmologist, thank you. Yeah. I don't like leather sofas. Like, I know they can last longer, but leather cracks so easily. Like, it just cracks so easily. And flakes. It's not worth it in my opinion. I want to get one of those like real big sofas, like those sort of cornery sofas where you can like stretch out, or like one of those really nice sofas where you can pull out the footrest. Yes, that, a sectional sofa. I'd like a sectional sofa, or I would like one of those lounger sofas for sure. They will be fire. Nice. I just think it's much nicer in terms of like customability. And I like sort of sectioning areas off. Like, I'm not big, I don't mind open plan things, but I'm not big on the open. I like sort of having separate areas dedicated to like certain things. I like that. I think you can do that really well with like sectional sofas. My granny has some really nice like cotton sofas. And there's like a footrest that comes out as well, so it's pretty cool. But I just like this idea of like having a sectional sofa and like having like this corner bit, and then you can just like lie like a fucking burrito wrapped in pillows and blankets in the corner, legs up, with Lord of the Rings playing on the opposite side. I just have like that image in my head. Alright, let's go do stealth. I also, what's so funny is, as well, is I know exactly how I would like to do my, bathroom. I've been thinking about this for like the last month, like if I have my own house, how would like each room look. Each room would have a theme. So the master bedroom would be green. Like a deep green. purely because it's my favorite color. I find green an incredibly relaxing color. So it will be like greens and golds in the master bedroom. The bathroom would be like iridescence. So think of like that pearlescent color. And I actually have like I have a Pinterest board where I've saved like these specific like iridescent-y type tiles that I would love. It's just this whole idea of like, you know, that sort of multicolored reflection that you get whenever light refracts off water, and it goes in this sort of warbly multicolor light or against like a wall and stuff. It's that, but prettier. Emerald is great. Emerald is a fabulous fucking color. One thing I would not take is white. I hate white. I hate white. That reminds me, I need to reply to my brother about that. Just reminded me there. My brother really likes sort of white, particularly like a white PC and stuff, because he thinks it looks gorgeous. And I can see the aesthetic of it. I personally, I do not particularly like white objects. Like my desk, for example, that this is on was originally white. I hated it. I hate it. White shows dirt too well. I hate it. Hate it. It gets dirty way too easily. I hate it. It makes me feel gross. I do not like it. So like my desk, whenever I moved here, I painted my desk green. So I was like, I'm taking this opportunity to fucking paint my desk a color that I actually like, you know. And here we are. I hate white. My kitchen will not be white. My kitchen will be probably lilac, actually. A nice light blue or a lilac color, I think. Or purple. Did she? Oh my god, I could see that being amazing. Like imagine, okay, in a black bathroom, which I've seen black bathrooms, they're so beautiful. They're so insanely cool. But imagine, it's like a sensory deprivation tank. You have the lights off, maybe you wanted a little bit of candlelight, but the lights are off, your bathtub is full, and you just lie in your bathtub in your pitch black. It's basically a sensory deprivation tub. Surely. I personally would freak out if I did that. I like the mood lighting and all that stuff, so I would have iridescency stuff. This is true. I wouldn't be able to do that with my ears though. I would have to wear earplugs if I'm in anything if I have my ears underwater. In any kind of water, actually, would have to have earplugs in. And I imagine my brain would hate me. Seriously though, I would probably go mad. I would probably go mad. Let's see. Master bedroom, green. Kitchen, lilac. I don't know. Bathroom is iridescence. Not sure what I would do, like the living room. Maybe black and blue. Ooh, not blue. Maybe black. Black and something else, not red. Because Because I can imagine having like a really gorgeous, like, black gothic type bookcase in the back. I think that would look gorgeous. I would like some black features, like, throughout, you know. I have not seen Young Woman on the Sea. Okay, I can get the pots. Maybe it was based on a real person. Of course. Is that about the race? She like was racing across a channel or something, and were they interfering with her? I don't know. I think I've seen a trailer for it. Yes, I've seen a trailer for it. Insane. But yeah, not surprised. She risked her hearing to do it. There are some things that you would end up, for example, going deaf or blind or whatever. One of the biggest things that people don't always realize is water can actually do that 100%. Actually, anything such as like infections. Why is there no scrub? There's always a scrub up here. That's weird. There's a lot of different ways you can go deaf. Hearing infections as a result of water logging is one quick and easy way to do it. A lot of people don't realize, but particularly in swimming pools, bacteria gets transferred very easily to the ear. It was one of the biggest factors to me getting as many infections as I did as a child. I had a lot of like ear infections as a kid. And I mean a lot. And quite a few of them are caused by I think I need storms for that. Water transmission. I hated it. I hated it so much. It took a long time, I think, for me to realize, because I love swimming. I find like swimming in water and stuff really relaxing. But it took a long time, I think, for me to really accept that if I wanted to swim, I had to do it with a level of protection. Because if I didn't, I was literally risking my hearing, and it's something I'm very aware of. Any time that I do any sort of, even like showering and stuff like that, I'm very careful. Showering and stuff is not as bad as like the swimming pool, because the swimming pool is, of course, there's chlorine and things like that, and chlorine is aggravating to my ears. It like irritates them quite severely. One of the previous times, actually one time I lost my hearing completely when I was pushed into a pool, and I didn't have my earplugs in. I was pushed into the pool, and I remember freaking out, but I actually lost my hearing completely for 2 or 3 weeks because the water had actually dislodged earwax in my ear. and the earwax actually fell against my eardrum. As a result, my eardrum was not able to properly conduct sound, and I was basically, I remember waking up completely deaf, going, something's wrong. Something weird. And then realizing, and then because obviously with my history, we immediately went to like the doctors and things like that, and they were like, yeah, no, what's happened is you have just dislodged earwax on your eardrum. This'll fix it. And I had to use eardrops for like 2 weeks, like antibiotic eardrops for like 2 weeks to resolve it. Or actually, I did have to use eardrops, but I also had to have like a wee tiny hoover. It was a wee hoover that was put in my ear to suction out the wax. And the first time I got it done, the guy didn't do a very good job because he was worried that he was hurting me. When in reality, it was just really fucking ticklish. And I mean, like, it was really ticklish. And I just kept laughing, and it was really hard for them to finish doing it because it was so tickly. I think ended up having to partially put me under to do it. No, actually, no, sorry, they didn't. It took them 2 times. It took them 2 tries to do it. Yeah, it took them 2 tries. They got it mostly the second time, and it just sort of resolved itself. My ears are also really funny, so I cannot get rid of wax like every other person on the planet. My ears don't work like that. So I actually have to clear my own ears out. As gross as that sounds, but it's the way that my ears work. It does not have the ability to get rid. So basically the way ears are made up, there's milia. Their nose also has milia. It's little tiny hairs. My god, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna get out of here because that's annoying me. There's little tiny hairs on the inside of your ear, and they're called milia. Basically, the whole job of the milia is not only to help conduct the sound to the inner ear, but it's also supposed to waft out dead skin cells and earwax and such outside of the ear. That's the whole point of milia. I don't think it is called milia, isn't it? I'm darting myself right now. It's not milia. Google says no! It's cilia! It's the cilia! They're so similar! Oh my gosh. Milia is the spots, the cilia is the hairs, I'm sorry. But the cilia inside the ears are to waft out earwax and stuff, and mine don't do that, so... Just another fucking defect I have. God, that's an embarrassing mix-up. Milia and cilia. God, they're so similar though. Oh, I'm on the other side now. Cool. Don't need to be there. Still need to find Lon Ranch. I'll find Lon. But ever since that incident where I lost my hearing for like multiple weeks because of that, I kind of freak out now if water gets in my ears. I mean, like, I freak out. I'm such a strong swimmer, I know how to swim without getting my ears wet. As well. I literally learnt as like almost like a survival thing how to swim without getting my ears or my hair wet. It's hard. It's real tough, but it is doable. Cool, can I find Lon Lon Ranch first? Actually, we'll go to Lon Lon Ranch here. I can't remember what it is. I remember one of my panics for water in my ears. There was someone who was chucking water bottles, and when I was in school, this is when I was older. This was when I was like 17, something like that, 17, 18 years old. And someone was chucking like water bottles at people. And I felt the water go in my ear. And I fully freaked out. I literally just ran to the bathroom and had my own little meltdown. Because I was just absolutely terrified that I would develop an infection and lose my hearing. Because it's nearly fucking happened on multiple occasions. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, man. Fucking nuts. I remember when, like, our head of year was looking at me like I was absolutely nutso because I'm just trying to explain why the fuck I'm so freaked out. And he's just looking at me like I'm such a weirdo for freaking out over what to him was probably another non-issue. A head of year is an adult. A head of year is one of the teachers, and they look after your entire year. They're the person that they're like the main teacher that you would go to if there's like issues and stuff. I don't remember who reported it. I have no recollection as to who reported it. I just remember being asked questions about it and then being looked at like I'm an absolute weirdo because I freaked out over someone chucking a bit of water at me and it landing in my ear. But then I will say that in my generation, some of the adults really just did not understand some children's backgrounds whatsoever. I had a teacher who despised me and despised my mother even more. And it's the funniest shit on the planet. But she I did swimming in primary school when I was a kid. I did swimming when I was in primary school as a kid, and I had a lot of issues with hearing infections and stuff as a result, ear infections and things like that. It was such an issue, and I hated getting the eardrops for the ear infections. They were awful. I hated it so much. It's worse than a lot of things in my opinion. Getting eardrops is just horrible all around. And yay, boo! And whenever I started secondary school when I was 11 years old, I agreed with my mum that we will not do swimming in this new school in PE because it was just not worth the ear infections that I was going to get. Not to mention, I would be required to wear earplugs if I do go swimming. I'm already deaf as fuck, and when I have the earplugs, I can't hear anything. And that's the whole point. It's just so that water doesn't get in my ears. So it was a case of, like, to stop the amount of ear infections that I was getting at the time, and also the fact that I wouldn't have even been able to hear the instructions. I would have had to have one-to-one instruction in order to participate. It was just easier to be like, we'll not bother with swimming whatsoever, we'll skip it. Like, it's the only thing I'll not participate in, and I quite liked being a bit active anyway. I actually quite liked sport, hilariously, even though I got told off the most in sport. My first year was fine. It was a non-issue. Like, it's related to my medical condition, my deafness, so it was like, it's fine. But let's just say the school has a lot of problems in terms of, like, reporting disabilities and things like that to the teachers. It has a lot of issues, let's just say. So my first year was not too bad. I got pretty well taken care of, actually. I didn't do great in my first year, but, you know, the teacher in my first year for sports was absolutely fine. She was cool with me not doing swimming. It was literally a case of medical reason, cool. And I think I had, like, it was a note on my file that basically said, because of documented medical condition, that is, like, special needs as well, because I would have been under the special needs department. Even though I never got any fucking support from the special needs department for, years. And still didn't even get my full fucking entitlement when I did. But anyway, I digress. First year was fine. Second year, I still had the note in my file. Second year we started doing swimming. I, of course, don't bring any of the swimming gear because I don't do swimming. It's not something I've ever done, with the school. No, I don't do it. And I was ready to go up to, like, the gallery just to wait on the class and stuff, and then my teacher was just like, where are you going? It was a different teacher as well. They're like, where are you going? I'm like, the gallery. And she's like, you don't have your kit with you? And I'm like, I don't do swimming. And they're like, why not? I was like, medical condition. It's related to my ears. She's like, do you have a doctor's note? I'm like, I don't need a doctor's note. It's on my file. She's like, no, you need a doctor's note if you're not participating for a medical thing. You can skip this week. You need to bring your kid in next week. I'm just like, whatever. So I head up to the gallery and fuming that I just got fucking told off by a teacher, even though it's on my fucking file. And then I, of course, tell my mother. Of course I do. And my mum, bless her cotton socks, I love my mum to pieces. She is a fighter. The school, not just this teacher, the school does not like my mother. She speaks her mind. She's a babe. We love mum. she was just like, I told her this and she's like, you don't need a doctor's note. I'm like, I know. She was like, who is this teacher? And I tell her the teacher is. She's like, yeah, you don't need, it's on your phone. I'm just like, I'm just telling you what the teacher said. And she's like, all right, I'll sort this out. Like, cool. I didn't find out what happened until like years later, by the way. Turns out, I love this. So she phoned the school. Mum phoned the school and spoke with the teacher directly. And basically gave her a piece of her mind. Just basically being like, Tasha has a medical condition. She does not need a doctor's note for this because it is a long time documented medical condition that's in her fucking file. It's listed as like her extra requirements as well. Like she does not need a doctor's note. It is highly documented for longer than a year. And the teacher's just like, no, she does, blah blah blah. And then the teacher turns around and apparently tells my mum, it's illegal for me to not do swimming. And my mum was like, actually, no. And I love my mum. She's very well informed. My mum was like, actually, no, it's not. It's illegal to not do sports. Not specifically swimming. It's illegal not to do sports unless you have a documented medical condition that prevents you from doing so. Which she has. Which I have. And of course that shuts the fucking teacher up because she incorrectly tried to tell my mother what the law was. My mother knew what the law was. Which, by the way, I knew. We have like family friends who worked in social services and legal avenues, so we're very well versed in a lot of things in my family. And it's so funny. Next week, after that conversation, like, my mum fucking wins the whole conversation. She wins the whole argument, being like, she doesn't need a doctor's note, she has a medical condition, you cannot force her to do it because she has a documented medical condition. Suck it. And the teacher's fucking fuming. And I go back in the next week, and I didn't know this conversation. I was like 12 when this happened. I had no clue what the fuck happened behind the scenes. And my teacher was just like, don't worry about it, Tasha, it's all been sorted, you can go to the gallery. I'm like, cool, sweet. I mean, I'm a 12-year-old, I don't fucking care. Don't want to do it, just go do my homework in the gallery. But ever since then, that teacher has hated my guts. Hated my guts. I got so many detentions from that teacher. So many detentions. To be fair, it was purely because I kept forgetting my kit. But, like, so many detentions. And it was all for the fact that I would just forget my kit. I spent so much time outside of the fucking staff room. And lunchtime detentions. So much time. Yeah, my mum, I love my mum. She's such a fighter. Such a fighter. She really, like, stuck our corners as well. Like, if she felt like something wasn't right, she would speak up, and so would my aunt. My mum and my aunt were the two people the school fucking hated the most, because they would phone up the school and, like, tear into them for dumb shit. 100%. Like, I remember what else they did? When I was about 16, I want to say. I think, no, we're older. No, it was like 16, 17. 17, something like that, right? I'm pretty sure. Hang on. And I studied religious studies when I was at that time. Hi! Entipeg! Yes, I'm deaf. I have subtitles if you want to turn them on. I studied religion when I was about 17, 18 years old, or 16, 17, 18 for my A-levels. And they decided to make us watch Passion of the Christ. For those of you who don't know, if I remember correctly, Passion of the Christ, the movie, by the way, is rated 18. And only a handful of the class were actually 18. I'm from Northern Ireland. Oh, you're American, so you're ASL. I don't even. What is it? ASL, I think. Not sure. Anyway, only a handful of the kids were 18. And my mum heard this. Now, we were never given, like, permission slips or anything like that in the UK. You have to have permission. You have to have parental consent to show kids age-rated stuff in the UK. And they made us watch Passion. I went back and I'd already seen Passion of the Christ. I did not want to see it at all. I was like, no, I don't want to watch this movie. And they were like, it's fine. I'm like, no, I'm telling you, I have seen this movie already. I do not want to watch it. I did not like it. And so I had to be supervised in a separate room because I refused to watch the fucking movie again. So I did like my coursework instead. I'm Irish, but I use British Sign Language here. It's not my first language. My first language is English. But yeah, I told my mum about the movie, and my mum phoned up the school going, what the fuck do you think you're doing? I wasn't the only one, by the way. There was a couple of other parents that also were just like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Showing an 18 rated movie to underage kids? Because as soon as they phoned up, also magically there was permission slips that had to be signed if you wanted to watch the fucking movie. That was me. That was because of me. Oh my god, long shot! I don't know what the sign for toilet is in ISL, but here it's like toilet. Something like that. A lot of times I just do T. Toilet. Same diff. If I get back to market, that would be great, actually, because I want the masks. Can get the masks now. There we go. But yes, I'm a Northern Irish. artist who's deaf and loves games. I love the subtitles just translated that as death and not deaf. That's hilarious. I can check the grotto and the shortcut as well, because I think that's different. Ooh. I need an ocarina! Okay, I think it is Storm's Grotto. So there is a grotto there, but I'm pretty sure it's for storms. Or I can probably open it with the Megaton Hammer. Lon! Finally! Jesus Christ. Ooh, I have truth. Okay. My God, is it just me or are there a lot of fucking traps? That's irritating. Okay, well, we can do... Check the grotto. I can check the tar, and I can get those pots. What I can't do is make it daytime. Oh my God, that also means that this is not accessible as an adult. This isn't accessible as an adult. Oh my gosh. Because Sora's domain freezes as an adult. Alright. Alright. Be one other skull just over there on the right. Unless there it is. Once I get the letter, I'll not be able to fucking tell. Let's cover upgrade. I'll not be able to tell what I might not even be able to actually get past King Zora. Do you know, all these areas are like really closed off. It's really weird. For God's sake. This is my own dumb fault. Okay, seed bag, wallet. Alright, what's the other item? It's a rupee. I'm not too fussed about that, to be honest. Hello, horsies. And the cows. And that dickhead right there. Okay. Such a weird shortcut, not gonna lie. Right. This takes me to you. I could probably check the shop here. I'm probably gonna have to. Ooh. I'll take the bomb shoes. Should've got that ages ago. Still no bottle, still no ocarina. Kill me right now. Struggling to get anything else. Alright, it takes me to here. So I can wait for day to break here and then go back. Because there is at least one check we can do in Lon Lon during the day. We can't do the second one, but we can do the first one. And then I'll have to wrap up very soon. Does it take me back? There. arcade entrance. Field fence exit. Hylia. Let me go up so I can do this. Check. Oh, there is. Forgot there is something I can do in here. I'll go do Helen, then I'll come back and do that. There we go. Blah blah blah. On there. And one usually flies over here. Two, and then one usually hangs out around here. Got it! Alrighty. Well, that was a shit reward for all that effort. And I can't even do the Malin check. That's the Malin check. I think is the only check. I didn't even get the gold skull. Oh well. Yeah, I'll just do the Goron. City check. Hello, wrap up. As you can see, I'm starting to feel it again. I don't even think it's the case if that's what it's doing. I think it's just... Oh my god, finally a gold chest! Holy shit! Hallelujah! Okay. Oh, it takes us to the graveyard right there. Actually, I can do this. And then it means I don't have to kill the mummy. Well, the mummy, it's fucking Gibdo. Come on, Tasha, use proper terminology here. You are a professional after all. Okay, that's that one. Then we've also got Nocturne, which is no. Oh God, I'm an idiot. I feel like my brain's frying here. Da 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 da. Got it. Had the right idea. The wrong note. Also, the ocarina sounds wrong. Don't know if it's just me, but it sounds out of tune. Oh, DMC! I know I said it was wrapping up, but actually this is leading me to some decent places. The only other one we can look at is Forest Temple. Let me just use that a wee second. Check where Forest Temple takes me, which is yep. Not alright. First try. But yeah, bitch. Another graveyard. Awesome. Okay. Well, at least we know Colossus is a village choice. I don't have fire. I'll do this check and then we're done. Time for some Netflix and chill. Wow. I really feel like there's a lot more traps in here. Like a lot more traps. I have not. I did not know it existed. I feel like that is now on my to visit list because Viking ruins are cool as shit. Back. I did not do my yoga today, and I regret that choice a lot. Oopsies. I must find out about this Lidl, because I don't mind Lidl, but also I really like ruins. I'm gonna check that out at some point. That is all we have time for today. I think we had a really nice wee natter today. I'm quite happy with that. The schedule is going to be changing and I'm going to be updating across the board in the next couple of days, hopefully. So we are not going to be online on Tuesday, but we are going to be online on Wednesday instead with more Zelda, as that will be our new Zelda day. And then we'll also should be online again next Sunday as well. Probably more normal time than late. So keep an eye out for that. So thank you so much for that. And that'll be Wednesday about 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. I'll probably try and jump on the same for Sunday, so a little bit earlier than normal. It's purely because I'm off this week, so relaxation, bitch, and sleep. But yeah. Any latestes, cancellations, anything like that, they'll all be updated on the Discord. I'm going to try and update the Discord during the week here about everything and so on about the new schedule and stuff. So keep an eye on that if you're not part of it. Link is below. Go check it out. You also get to vote for games that I play on stream. I'm probably going to try and finish Bendy. No, I still can't believe we've not gone back to Bendy since we played it that one time. So I'll probably try and finish Bendy before we continue or start any other new games on Sundays. So I'm probably going to try and do that next Sunday instead. But if you want to vote for the next game that's going to happen on stream, that will happen on the Discord. You also get to vote for things that occur in stream sometimes. I do have plans for some special streams throughout the year, so they'll also all be updated on the Discord. So like I said, link is below if you want to check it out. But there's no pressure whatsoever to join. It's cool if you do, it's cool if you don't. But that is everything that I have to announce for. Yeah. That's everything. So, yeah. Go take care of yourselves and my beautiful, lovely regulars. You know what the crack is. You know what the time is. You can go and fuck off and do whatever it is you're doing. You're not hanging out here with me. I'm going to do my outro here and I'm going to sign out. And I once again want to say thank you so much for the 2 raiders today. If they're still hanging about, thank you so much for being here today. It was much, much appreciated. And hopefully you got your feed and all that earlier. So thank you so much and have a lovely evening. So my outro, I'll go sign out. So go take care of yourselves. Thank you very much to everyone who's watching me today, whether you've been lurking in the background or chatting with me in chat. Thank you. Your company is very, very appreciated. And thank you very much to everyone who has followed and subscribed to me so far. Your support means so much, and without it, I would still be here. It just would not be half as fun. But in all seriousness, from the bottom of my cold dead heart, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your company. And best of all, thank you so much for the crack that you guys bring every single time I go online. I hope you have a lovely, wonderful rest of your night, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever it is you're on this beautiful, wonderful world. And I will see you guys in the next stream. So, take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye.